What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. I am Mike Dolce, your host, here to bring you the most honest, actionable, evidence-based information to dramatically improve your life. Today, we are going to talk about the not really talked about secret in gaining strength and muscle. It's one concept you are likely not aware of, though you're doing it. But once I explain it to you, it will change your training without really changing your training very much. What are you talking about, Dolce? Thank you for being here. If you have not yet, consider subscribing to the channel, throw up a thumbs up. I appreciate that, but definitely leave a comment below, ask a question. This channel is primarily fueled by your questions, where I take your questions and I answer them on one of these episodes. So thank you for being here. Now, what is this issue? What will help us get bigger and stronger faster in a safer, healthier manner? Well, this comes from a conversation I had with Stan the Rhino Efferding, the world's strongest IFBB professional bodybuilder. Stan Efferding is a beast. Many of you know Stan. He's got a big YouTube channel and big social media, and he's an entrepreneur. He was on Shark Tank. Stan Efferding, and proud to say, my friend. I like Stan. Stan's a great guy, smart guy. I love to have these conversations with Stan. An engineer by trade. That's a whole nother world on Stan. And I look forward to getting them here on this show, on this channel. So shout out to Stan Efferding if you're a fan of Stan and you want to see him on the show finally. Now, we were talking and he was discussing the overall, we were trying to break down, like, what is the goal? What is the goal here? You know, what does the body do? What are your top 5 movements? Well, what are your top 5? What are your top 3 movements? What is your top movement? What is the top movement? Really, let's break this down. Let's get a Pareto principle, going here. What is the number one thing? And Stan had said, really, the most important thing when you really want to activate that growth response, you want to build as much muscle as possible, as functionally as possible. The number one key here is loading the spine. Spine loading exercises are the most effective when it comes to building strength and building muscle size. Spine loading. Now, what is spine loading? Now, think about your own training, and let me explain this further. Spinal loading exercises that load the spine. That would be barbell back squat. Okay, my spine is being loaded. That would be deadlifts. Yes, my spine again is being loaded. That would be standing military press. Yes, my spine is being loaded once again. And we can start thinking about these spinal loading exercises. And you're like, oh yeah, that's a hard one. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one too. Man, that's hard. Doing legitimate 90% of 1RM with 6 reps or so spread over 4 sets, as in our rule of 25 right here. Watch that rule of 25 so you understand how to build a set and rep scheme for your specific goals. But now if we're focused on spinal loading exercises as we look at our plan selection, much better than tricep extensions and side lateral raises to build the deltoid, standing overhead barbell military presses. 4 sets, 6 reps, approximately 90% of 1RM. Let's go. You're going to sit down. You're going to be physically exhausted, right? And then we look at, let's say, bicep curls. All right, maybe your bicep will get a little bit more shapely, right? But now if we're standing barbell curl, which is less spinal loading, but more towards spinal loading as compared to the single dumbbell preacher curl, right? This true isolation versus now a little bit more of a spinal load. But as we get deeper down the spinal loading scale, and this is really the way you should think about your training, that scale, most of the exercises you do should be on that spinal loading side, which is weighted squats. Now let's take the squat. And some people will argue a little bit. The more, usually drug assisted, and I'm not mad at that. We have drug assisted and non-assisted inside our community. It doesn't matter, but you can get away with a lot more as drug assisted. And anytime we create content, we give this content based upon the natural, the relatively healthy, athletic adult, working a 9 to 5, working a 9 to 7. With a couple kids at home and all this stuff. You're as long as you're getting in there, that's who this is for. Non-drug assisted, though this works for drug assisted, but drug assisted content does not work for the non-drug assisted. So hopefully that all makes sense to you. But now when we're talking about these spinal loading specific exercises, you want to scale most of your training in that realm. So when let's say you're running a push-pull leg system, which we spoke about earlier in the week. Also, definitely click the videos and watch all these short little clips we have, because they're building, right? This knowledge base is building. Go back and watch these quick little videos, put it in the, I think it's the 2022 playlist, right? Just start watching these videos in the playlist and you'll see a theme starts to build. I'm really going to take you along with me on a lot more honest, actionable, evidence-based information, because I do want to add value to your life. And I think we have a great system to do that. But now to close this, the spinal loading, that's the key. So how can you start loading your spine more in a safe manner, of course, inside your training program? Start focusing your training on that and watch the gains begin. Now, feel free to click the links below this video or just even take a look and see what we have. We have a organic whey protein isolate, the Dolce Whey, that's down there. You can work one-on-one with me privately, or you can go to our 4-week and 12-week personalized online programs developed by myself and my team of registered dietitians and exercise physiologists, and an amazing web services team. So one of the most amazing pieces of software is at thedolcediet.com. Check that out if you're interested in that stuff. I appreciate you for being here once again. And until next time, whoa.